Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to our Thursday live stream. Amra Sunday this day thoda. I got to know right now. I hope everyone is enjoying the mango season, and I can see some amras on my shirt right now. Now that I switched on the camera, I could see it. It's okay. Garchatse is as good as it's family. Chalta hai, right? All right. So yes, as usual, we are going to discuss about the Nifty levels. Even whatever we discussed last Thursday, I think majority of that was held true. Other than the Nifty levels, we are obviously going to talk about some key events that happened at the economy level. We are going to discuss about stock specific action. So let's get started right away. Before we start, a quick reminder, like last Thursday also I told you that uh, do remind your friends as well who are really interested to learn more. This is like a weekly learning. It's like a weekly roundup of whatever happened. Where are we right now? What could happen in the coming week based on technical analysis, based on option chain, whatever. So it's a good way to learn about the current things, and that too, just like if you don't want to go into stock specific, if you want to just get an understanding at a macro level, then I think the first 20-25 minutes do solve the purpose as well, right? So tell your friends to join the stream. So let's get started. I'm sharing my entire screen, and first and foremost, let me pull up the Nifty chart for you. All right, so first let's quickly recall whatever we had discussed yesterday, previous Thursday, right? So anyways, we had the weekly chart on, so let's quickly check out the weekly chart. Do you remember I told you last Thursday that typically Nifty on a weekly basis, if I were to just give you some quick roundup, this is a 70 ka level, and we have seen that from the 70 ka level, it has seen that yes, it does retrace back, it does take a U-turn from there. We did see some cases where Nifty went above 70, but within, like, see, this is 2nd May, and again back in a month it has come back down again, but there was another rally. Well, this is 2017 data, but if I were to check comparatively recent data, this one is again 2020. Let's forget about that. 21 also, if you see here, once it has gone above it, but then otherwise also, even if you see 70 ke say, it's not really going up. The moment it goes near that, it it may see somewhat cooling off effect. But where are we right now? We are barely at the level of 49.50. This is the smoothing out effect, 59.36, right? So we are barely at 60 right now. So still a long way to go before it touches the level of 60, or at least goes close to that. So is there any problem at the weekly level as far as RSI is concerned? Answer is absolutely no. If you remember, last time I had also told you that MACD at a weekly level, it is showing some increasing strength. So no problem here at all. So two parameters we had discussed last time at the weekly level. Now let's get back to the point of discussing the daily levels. And if you remember, I showed you that yes, there is an inverted head and shoulder pattern, right? And this is the neckline that was formed. Acha, I'll also show you the neckline again. Okay, this is a better neckline. Okay, so if I'll just hide this 1 minute. Okay, so this was the neckline. What is important? Important is that Nifty has to sustain above the neckline, and then and only then we can say that yes, the current up move is held. Are we trading well above the neckline? Answer is very much yes. We are almost, if I were to count it in number of points or percentage terms, we're almost 2% up, 350 points plus as compared to the neckline. So we are very, very well placed. So no need to fear about the head and shoulder pattern being challenged. Okay. So this is intact, no problem. If I'm talking about the 200 DEMA level, we are way above that. If I'm talking about the 50 days exponential moving average level, we are way above that. Even if I'm talking about the 9 days moving average level, this is around 18,170-ish, and we are still above that. Today's close was around 18,300. To be precise, 18,297. So all in all, what am I trying to tell you is that last 2-3 days, have things slowed down? Answer is yes, things kind of slowed down, because if you see here now, if I were to zoom in, if you see here, this is today, yesterday, day before yesterday, this is a very very tight range within which this is barely what, this is 18,264 and this is 18,354, so barely a 100 point range in the opening closing basis. I'm not talking about intraday. Opening closing basis is barely a 100 points range within which the market is playing. So I may say that the pace, I mean, market is taking a little bit cautious steps right now. It's not going really fast, it's going slowly and steadily. But has the trend reversed? Answer is absolutely no. If you remember, I had told you two levels, two very very important levels that you can also see on the screen. One is around 18,100, where we can see that yes, this is where the actual first support, I can say, stands. This clearly comes up from the previous supports. It took resistance here, again took a resistance here, and again here tested it, and now it is trying to go above it. So 18,100 is a crucial level, and 1%, if that breaks, then this is our magic level, right? You remember this 17,777 level, and those who have been following the Thursday live streams, why, from where did this level come from? If you remember, I told you that this is the high low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this was a downtrend, and the first thing that needs to be challenged is this level, so that a higher high is formed. And this level was challenged, and this is the mark of 17,777. So are we very much in the up move still? Yes, no problems at all. But one observation. Now, if I were to switch on the pivot levels, you can see that the R1 level is 18,331. That was challenged today. Yesterday, it attempted to go close to it, did not. Even day before yesterday, it attempted to close above it. It went up but could not sustain, came down. Same happened today. So last 3 days, what is happening is market is trying to knock off 18,331 on the upper side, but on a closing basis, it's not able to do so, and that is the reason why it is looking like a resistance in the short term. If this is broken, then we can see a rally to the next level of 18,600. Okay, so what is important right now? I feel this is important, sustaining, so going above and sustaining above this 18,331 level. At least I may say that chalo, the psychological level of 18,300, that is also really really important. So if that be so, if we are able to close above 18,300 first, then above 18,331, then we may be able to see this next leg of rally to 18,600. So what is a crucial level right now? Closing above 18,300, closing above this R1 is important. But if you read the title of today's live stream carefully, what was the title? Title was, can Bank Nifty be the leader in the next rally? Can Bank Nifty do the magic for the next up move? Why am I saying so? So for that, let me pull up the Bank Nifty for you. Now, if you see here, Baki, everything is very much similar, Nifty, Bank Nifty, but I mean the charts and all that I'm saying, where MACD, RSI, whatever. But if you see here, R1 for Bank Nifty, resistance 1 for Bank Nifty is around 44,200 mark. 44,200 mark, and are we pretty much away from it? How many points? It's almost, forget about the points, it's almost 1.5%, more than 1.5% away from R1. This is almost 700 points away from R1. So if Nifty went up and is trying to knock on R1, there is a great possibility that Bank Nifty may also try to go up and knock on R1. Okay, now is it only technical analysis which based on which I'm saying that there's a possibility that Bank Nifty may lead through the forefront, try and get closer to the R1? Answer is no. This is not based only and only on technical analysis. Let me quickly take you to the option chain data as well, and here I'm selecting Bank Nifty and 18th May data. Okay, now if you see here, 43,500 right now, you saw it's 43,000. The closing happened at 43,475, so pretty much close is 43,500. Just have a look at this, 43,500. 79,906 is the OI, that's the open interest. 79,906, almost 80,000 OI is here. Okay, now if you see here, if Bank Nifty is able to close above that, imagine the number of people who are going to get trapped at this level of 43,500. Correct? Now this would typically be called as a short covering. and once short covering happens, that can lead to a further rally. Okay, just in case if you don't know what is option chain, I do have a YouTube video on what is option chain as well. Plus, needless to say, I have a separate course on futures and options. You can definitely have a look at that as well. Pooja, if you can just share the link of our futures and options course, because every Thursday I do talk about the option chain. You should be able to understand what I'm saying so that you get a better conviction on whatever I'm trying to tell you, right? So going ahead with 43,500 level, here you can see that the open interest is maximum at this level, but wait, what about on the upside? The power, the conviction that we can see at 43,500, we can't see that at least till 44,000. At 44,000, again, it's a round figure, we can see almost 58,000. But you can see on the put side is 58,194 OI, and out of that, change in OI itself is 45,098. So this is like as good as positions that have been built today. That's a change in OI. Out of 58, if 45 are being built today at 43,500, I personally feel this can act as a very, very strong support. And from here, if it were to move ahead from 43,500, if it were to move ahead, I feel 44,200 is definitely possible for Bank Nifty. And if that be so, once Bank Nifty starts to lead, there is a great possibility that, of course, Nifty is also going to lead the way through, right? So I hope you have understood about why I did talk about Nifty and Bank Nifty. How are they correlated? How can one push the other as well? Okay. So this is it about the core understanding about technical analysis. Any quick doubts of, I mean, regarding to whatever we discussed right now in technical analysis? If not, we can go ahead with the economic data. So quick questions if you have any on technical analysis. No questions, it seems. Chalo. So with that, let's move on to some Nifty option chain check, please. Nifty option chain also I've checked. If you want, I can share it on the screen as well. So instead of Bank Nifty, let's go to Nifty and we'll select 18th of May, right? So if I take you here, 18, again, same thing is happening right now. We closed at 18,297, right? And look at this, 18,300 open interest, 87,000 open interest. So imagine if Nifty closes above 18,300, sustains there for a day or two. What an amazing short covering we can see. We're just 3 points away from 18,300. And simultaneously, you can see 85,000 open interest on the put side. So there is a very, very, very strong fight, I can say, super strong fight between the bulls and the bears at 18,300. So it'll be really interesting to watch what happens at this level. So that was about the option chain for Nifty, right? Ranjit is asking, so if Bank Nifty has to go up, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank has to shoot up? Ideally, yes, because they are among the heavyweight champions in Bank Nifty. Both put and call are same. Yes, almost yes. So as I said, it's like a fight between the bulls and bears. Bulls are saying we are fully powered to take it up. Bears are saying we won't let it go up. Right. What about Nifty Infra? Nifty Infra, as I mentioned, infra banks, both I am bullish on. Of course, L&T did not give good results this quarter. Today's stock was down almost 5%. For those who have watched our members special pro investor special stock of the month, which was L&T, I have very, very clearly told you the levels based on technical analysis and the levels based on valuation models. See, a stock is always, I mean, fundamentally a stock can be good, but the big question is it good at this specific level or not? It's also important to identify the levels at which we should enter, and that is why we say the art of value investing is very important. You have to understand how to value a stock. There have to be, I mean, there are multiple methods to value it. It could be something like a price to equity, price to earnings. Sorry, it could be something like a price to book value or price to sales, EV, but many valuation models are there. So you have to try and learn these valuation models to get to ideally an intrinsic value of the stock, based on which you can decide ki, is this a good level to buy or not, or should I wait for it, right? Chalo. So I think whatever questions I had, I've almost covered. IB data, nothing specific right now. IB is basically the volatility part that Amar is asking. Uh, the volatility is not that great right now, so no need to discuss on that. Okay. Chalo. So with that, let's quickly go to the economy related data as well. And I'm sure you have been tracking this, but the US inflation data, I'll quickly share my screen as well. So if you see here, so inflation data, US inflation has been cooling off from 9.1% to 8.5, 8.3, and it came down to 4.9%, which is very, very, very impressive. Uh, a lot of people had not expected this, and that is the reason why it was taken very, very positively by the US stock markets. It definitely saw a cheer in the US stock markets because of the cooling inflation. But wait, now if you see here about UK inflation, okay, here you can see consumer price inflation rate in UK is to 10.1% year on year in March 2023, down from 10.4% in February, but more than market expectations of 9.8%. For UK, the story is a little bit different. Market had expected 9.8% as the inflation number, but it came out to 10.1. So not at all a positive sign for UK. And that is the reason why also markets were showing some sort of reaction based on this data as well. Now, these were the only two key data points as far the inflation numbers were concerned. Now, what is the next trigger? Okay, I will not comment on this, because the moment I comment on that, people are going to be like, you're from this party, you're from that party, you support this party, that party. I don't want to get into that. But yes, will that act as a trigger for sure? So I feel yes. And the trigger, I'm sure everyone might have gotten the key. It is Karnataka elections. Okay. So again, I generally tell you to write down some key level, right? This is the key level, and you have to remember this. Okay. The key level right now to watch out for, which, if you have been paying attention to technical analysis, which is that level that I was talking about for Nifty, the R1 level, which is very close, a round figure, which is close to the R1 level. We are very close to that right now. A lot of call option writing has happened at that level. If you can tell me what is that level in the comment section, because if market is able to close above that level because of Karnataka elections, then the rally will continue further. And as I said, from R1 to R2, it can go to almost 17,600 level as well. But if you know if the market doesn't like whatever is the result, market doesn't like the result, then there is a possibility that Nifty may cool off a little bit. As I mentioned, 18,100 could be the first level. Second level, I don't think it will come up in the coming week, which is 177777. But as I read the comments, Sai, Naveen, Sajita, all have given the answers. Closest answer is by Sajita and Samir as well. It is 18,300. We say this, it's like a make or break level. So everyone write this down, 18,300. If 18,300 level is sustained after the Karnataka election result, then there is no big trigger which we know of right now. Could there be some surprises? Definitely yes. But as on date, whatever data we know, Karnataka election is the only trigger which can take the market either above that or below that. If it sustains above 18,300, 18,600 is what I can see coming right now. But if 18,300 is not sustained, we may see levels of 18,100 or 18,000 as well. So keep a watch on the Karnataka election results as well. But is it only about the election results? So answer is no. Of course, there were some data points about the quarterly results which came up, and like I mentioned, one quarterly result came up was about L&T, and the numbers were not that great. The stock went down by almost 5%. I'm repeating again for those who have seen our member special fundamental analysis video. I have very clearly talked about the levels which I feel are good based on the valuation or based on technical analysis. Okay, so do your own research as well and then take a final call. But apart from L&T, there was one more stock of the month that we had discussed just barely, I guess, 3 or 4 months ago, and that was Asian Paints. That stock is performing really well. Today it went up almost 3%. Reported net profit, there's an amazing growth. It's almost a growth of 45.12%. Revenues have also gone up 11% YOY, better than expected gross margins. So all in all, Asian Paints have I mean, the numbers have come up pretty well, and stock has reacted very nicely to that. So two news I wanted to point out. One was about one good news about Asian Paints, one bad compared, but not bad for L&T. We are going close to our levels, right? So that is about L&T. One point I wanted to tell you all was about the Mankind Pharma IPO. And if you have been again watching my live streams, many people had asked me whether I'm going to apply for Mankind Pharma IPO or not. And I had very clearly mentioned that out of five, uh, I have I'm going to apply through two of my accounts. I did, and needless to say that I got the allotment. Why? Because the retail portion was undersubscribed, and the the listing was pretty well. Yesterday and today, the stock has cooled off a little bit. There was some news that there was some raid on the company, and that is the reason why the stock cooled off a little bit. Income tax department searched the Delhi office of Mankind. So that was not taken positively. The stock corrected today, but the fundamentals of this company I felt were pretty good, and I don't intend to sell it right away. I intend to see at least one or two more quarter numbers, and based on that, I'll take a decision whether I want to hold it for a long term or not. Next up, one more point that I wanted to tell you, RVNL, that was also in news. It was up almost 5%. Company has received a letter of acceptance from the Mumbai Metro for a 300 crore work of Mumbai Metro line, which is to be done in partnership with Siemens India. So that was a big thumbs up for RVNL, and the stock went up 5%. One or two quick additional points. Vodafone Idea, that was up 7%. Companies in talks with the financial institutions to raise capital for its 5G rollout, and markets may be cheered a little bit more because Kumar Mangalam Birla returned to the company's board. Okay. And the final news that I wanted to tell you about is about Paytm. Paytm stock corrected almost 4% today. The reason was, and SoftBank, they offloaded shares, and they, I mean, that was like a partial exit from it. But anyways, they had already mentioned that we are going to sell off our stake slowly, and that is the reason why, because of more supply, the stock was down by almost 4%, right? So these were some news that I thought of telling from my side, and any other doubts about any other stock is what we are going to discuss right now. But as usual, like to dislike ratio. In the meantime, if you can just hit the like button, it will be a good booster. Today, number of people seem to be a little bit less, huh? Barely 800 people. Last time we had almost 1300, 1400 people. It seems you have not told your friends to join the Thursday live stream. From next time, you have to tell, huh? Okay. Chalo. So, welcome to memberships. Abhishek, Shri Krishna, then PR at the rate, Harminder, and Tippeswamy. Welcome to memberships. Okay, any quick super chats? I'm just quickly checking out. All right. Jubin says, thoughts on Axis Bank today, cup and handle breakout on daily RSI at 60 MACD, positive target 950. Does technical analysis can give any projection on time to reach target? Cup and handle typically will not tell you the time to reach it, but yes, there are certain patterns, something like an up flag pattern, that tells us a guidance of within how much time can this be reached. In the cup and handle pattern, the highest time ideally within which it should reach is the formation of the cup. I mean, that's going to be a very big time frame, but that is like the maximum possible time frame. But that should not be taken as a base. Okay, so no precise time target given by cup and handle pattern, but let me quickly check for Axis Bank a daily time frame whether we can see a cup and handle or not. We are on a daily time frame. Okay, ठीक है, a little bit some. Oh, sorry. 1 minute. This is something like cup, and this is like handle is what you're saying. Of course, this should have been drawn right from here almost. Okay, if that be so, this will be kind of the neckline. It's not exactly the neckline. Chalo, ek minute, 1 minute. You can see now it has been broken. Okay, 1 minute. Full thing will be deleted. I thought so. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3. All right. So if this be so, call T from here to here and clone. So possible target based on cup and handle formation could be around 950. What have you said? Kya baat hai? Kya baat hai? Exactly. That is the target that you had mentioned, around 950. On a daily time frame, MACD crossover. On a daily time frame, RSI around 62. Kya baat hai? All in all, looks good. Pivot is, it's above R1. 200 डे मार्क के बहुत ही ऊपर है, 50 के भी बहुत ऊपर है. Looks good. Looks good. Challenging the upper Bollinger Band. Hopefully it closes above that with conviction for a day or two. Looks good, no doubt about that. And claps from my side, Dubin. It seems that you have done your homework and you have done your studies, and then you are asking. But about the time, no specific time target. All right. Any other quick question? Vipul Raj, in the meantime, says, hi, ma'am. What are good stocks and blue chips that are doing low and we can apply them now if they are expected to do well in next 1 year? Vipul, I can't tell you about 1 year, but if I talk about 2 to 3 years, it has to be a no-brainer again. It will be IT stocks, na? Something like an Infosys or TCS, which is like so low. So if we were to quickly pull out Infosys right now, because your question is very specific about the blue chip stocks. Now, if you see here, from its recent highs, so the recent high तो ये भी हो सकता है Jan. यहाँ से करेंगे तो my God, that will be like a very, very, very big fall. This is down 34%, and even from the recent top, even if I were to consider like last 5-6 months, from here also it's from the recent top also it's down almost by 24-25%. So it's a no-brainer, right? That if you're taking a time frame of around 2 to 3 years, this stock is so much at a discount right now. And see, right now pivot is also broken. Chances that it may go to S1. So any person who has good patience, good quality IT stocks can be something that one can look forward to, right? Arpita is asking, the classroom session for teens, will there be an online version to enroll? Basically, Arpita, what we are saying, just in case for those who don't know about this, it was like my dream for a long time that I take a session for teens. So teen basically, of course, is the age group from 13 to 19. And if you see here, it's a classroom session that I'm conducting in Pune. So I've very clearly mentioned it's a classroom session at Pune. And it's mainly to just cover up some basic costs which are related while conducting a live classroom session. It's 500 rupees. It's including 18% GST. Okay, so that comes down to almost 400 rupees as a base. This admits two, so one kid plus one parent. So if you exclude the GST component, then it's like as good as 200 per person. Movie ticket is expensive than this. Okay, movie ticket can give you entertainment. This will give you value. Okay, entertainment bhi milega. Okay, so this is going to be in Pune, but we are saying that anyone who intends to watch this, you can definitely enroll for this, and we are going to shoot this. We are going to record this. I've very clearly given all the details. Who is this seminar for? Why should you attend the seminar? Why should a parent accompany a child? Very important point. Why have I kept one admits to one parent plus one child? Because I feel that, you know, typically it happens that at the dinner table, whenever kids are around, parents will be like, "Shh, abhi nahi baat karenge." So I just want to convey my thoughts to the parents as well as to how we can strike this conversation at a dinner table, because I feel parents have a key role to play as far as building the basics of finance in the mindset of our kids is concerned. So that is the reason why I've requested parents to accompany. What all things are you going to learn from the seminar? All the points are also given here, about the instructor also. Who am I? It's given here. Okay. So just in case if you are not in Pune, it's okay. You can enroll for this seminar, which you can see on screen. The finance for teens. This one you can click here to enroll, and whatever. Uh, were you able to see my screen? I think I had shared it. Just tell me yes or no, if you are able to see my screen or not. Uh, so I request anyone who wants to enroll for this, you can enroll in this live thing only. And the mobile numbers of my team members are given. You can just ping them on WhatsApp that we would want to get a recorded session. We'll not be able to attend it live. Okay, Ankit and Dijo says yes, we were able to see it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you. Ranjit says brilliant to involve parents. Kudos. Thank you, Ranjit. So I hope everyone has a message. You can enroll for the same thing that I showed you on our website. Pooja, if you can just paste the link of the finance for teens in the chat section, it will be easier for everyone. And once you enroll, if you are just wanting to have a recording, just ping on the WhatsApp number which is given in the course as well, right? पुष्कर विचारतात मॅम टेक्निकल अनालिसिस मराठी फेस टू फेस कधी आहे जून मध्ये. जून मध्ये मोस्टली 24th नाही सॉरी 17th आणि 18th जून मोस्टली 99% 17th 18th जून टेक्निकल अनालिसिस मराठी आणि फंडामेंटल अनालिसिस मराठी विल बी 10th and 11th June mostly again. Disclaimer. All right. Ankit says I'm a late comer today. We'll watch the stream again tomorrow. Okay. Chalo, ONGC MRPL technically looking strong. Am I right? So let me just quickly share ONGC and MRPL. I'll share my screen. Definitely. ONGC clear cut uptrend. No looking back, nothing. R2, it has seen a resistance here though. So be a bit careful at this level right now. Also, it is touching closer to 70 levels. So I won't say a good time to enter right now. If anyone is there already, then why not? Oh, this is kind of a very small, but like an up flag pattern, but don't look at it in that way. But yes, it's sustaining above the pivot level. Not bad. Also looks, it's a sideways double bottom towards the end of a downfall. Looks way better. This is kind of, here you can see it's more or less like uh, a double bottom formation pattern that you can see here. Everyone, can you see this? One, it's like a W, right? That you can see. And plus it has gone up. There is a retest as well. MRPL looks good technically. No doubts on that. Wow, kya baat hai? Who is that? People, I really like when you do the homework and then ask the question. Very, very nice. Raja Lingam. Fantastic. IOL chemicals chart check and short term target. Short term target वगैरह देते नहीं मुझे. I can tell you whether it looks strong on the charts or not. IOL chemicals. No, doesn't look very strong on the chart. So why? I'll tell you 1 minute. See, if you see here, of course, there's a big, down move. From there, it has gone up straight. Wow, that's a pretty big rally. Recovered all the gains, almost like a 50% rally. Now, only point here is that these were the highs, intermediate highs, I can say. Trying to break above this. So number one, it has to sustain above this for 2-3 trading sessions. Then it may go to somewhere around R1. But You can see here there is an MACD negative crossover. So not so convinced with this. Even if you check the RSI is just recovering today, but again it has fallen from a big level, 86 almost. I would want to wait unless and until there is some specific news. Bapre, and it has fallen so much. I've not tracked it, to be honest, but even if I do a Fibonacci retracement of this from the top to the lowest most point here, exactly right now it's at 23% retracement. See, it's struggling at the 23%. That's what I said. It has to sustain above this. If it sustains above this, then we may see either an R1 coming up or maybe the next retracement of 38%. So keep a close watch on the 420-ish levels. Okay. AGI Green Pack Limited got at 323. Your view. AGI Green Pack. तुम शोधून आणतात सगळे. AGI Green Pack. Hey, Bapre. It seems you had some news about it. 323 you have bought it. It's up by almost 40%. I have never tracked this company. This seems to be in the uncharted territory. It's like an all-time high that I'm seeing here. Uh, so very difficult to tell any specific level from here. I'll present my screen. AGI. Okay. So this was the level that it was stuck at. Even if you draw a trend line here, but now I can draw it very easily. This is like maddening gap. Maybe the results. Oh, I can see the result coming up here. Maybe it's because of the result impact, but the stock is up from here almost 38%. If you have enjoyed so much profit, you may consider booking some partial profit as well. But otherwise, entering at that level, fresh level is difficult. But as I mentioned, partial profit booking is what you can consider. Alekha is asking LNT, can I buy? Alekhya, sorry. First, I would suggest that you watch the MFA video, which I've done for Pro Investor. Do your own analysis and then decide. Okay. Is it a fundamentally strong stock? Answer is yes. The link shared for teens course is not working. Pooja, परत एकदा पाठव. Pooja, send it again. Pin the link for finance for teens so that it will be easier for everyone. Ma'am, please make this teens class online. My son would like to watch this from Dubai. Is this class in English? Yes, it is in English. He doesn't know Marathi. That's absolutely fine. Prasad, काय बापट? तुम्ही बापट आणि त्यांना मराठी येत नाही असं कसं काय चालावं? शिकवा मराठी त्यांना. आपणच नाही शिकवलं तर कसं व्हायचं? Okay. But on a flip side, yes, I'm going to record this. He will be able to watch it afterwards as well. Because right now, if I were to conduct it physically as well as online, then becomes a little bit tricky, right? First, I'm looking at the crowd, then I'm looking on the screen. It will not be a justice to either the online students nor at the offline students. So it'll be either or. Right now, I'm doing it as a live batch, face-to-face batch, but then the recording will be available. No worries. Okay, Sai Prasad is saying validated the Tamil dubbing. No issues found. Thank you for that. I'm sure my team, you might have coordinated with my team, and extremely thankful for your help. Thank you, Sai. Amit Kumar says, please suggest if it's the right time to. On that note, Sai, how was the experience, me speaking in Tamil? Because, I mean, did you get a feeling that it's at least, I'm sure, the lip movement and the voice is not going to be like 100% exactly the same, but was it at least going close enough, the overall energy level or the voice quality or the overall look and feel? Was it good enough, if I may ask? Okay, till then, let me quickly check a few other questions. I mean your view on the fundamentals. Okay. AGI Green Pack. Okay, let me share my screen. The pledge percentage, ROE, ROC, both fine. Stock P is at 15, industry P is at 17, not bad. Debt to equity is also not bad at all. Book value 3 is okay. Okay. So, Polyplex. Acha, it's into packaging industry. Okay. Operating profit has improved tremendously, 26%. PBT also has increased very nicely. Net profit almost doubled. Sales also all-time high. Operating profit almost all-time high. Operating profit margin looks good. PBT all, oh, kya baat hai. Stock price CAGR is fantastic. Compounded profit growth is good. Sales growth पहले तो नहीं था. This year only it seems some magic has happened this year. I need to study this in detail. On face, there seems to be some big change. Just have a look at this. Operating cash flows from 181 crores, it has directly jumped up to 523 crores. FIIs have increased their stake from 2% to 6%, 7%, 9%, back to 7.6. I would want to check out more on this. Based on just one year performance, I would not want to jump into it. I would want to check more in detail. Okay. क्या बात है? L&T is like family silver. Buy and forget for decades. My mother gifted me. I will pass it on to my son. क्या बात है? Ma'am, one feedback for Telugu dubbing was subtitles and voice are not in sync. Anyways, I'll mention that in the feedback mail. Oh, thank you for that, Rajesh. Would really appreciate if you tell this to my team as well. I have 100% profit in ITC. Is it a good time to pyramid in the stock? Could you suggest, please? ITC again, it's like a darling stock for so many people. It has already rallied quite a bit, but be a bit careful. Okay, don't jump into it right now. Anyways, it has rallied so much that maybe the bull rally will not continue at the same pace, so be sure on that. Sai says there was a few seconds delay when the explanation was more descriptive, like the life insurance, but went well. Nothing to complain. It was easy to follow. Okay, perfect. Cool. Thank you. Just last one or two questions and then I sign off. Ashwin is getting a FOMO. What's Tamil Telugu dubbing all about? Ashwin, my courses on mastering money management with the intention of Har Ghar, not with the intention of Har Ghar Tiranga, but with the intention of Har Ghar Investor. I'm dubbing my mastering money management course in Tamil, Telugu, and Kannada. And that I've also recorded it in Marathi, but I can check Marathi, I can understand Marathi, but I have zero clue about Tamil Telugu. So I requested last Thursday if anyone can help, and my support team told me that the emails have flooded with requests to review. So I was so very happy. That's the power of our community. So many people are willing to help with one request. So feels good. And Ashwin, this tells me that you were not there on the last Thursday, so don't bunk the sessions. All right. Sorry, once again, not working. Keeps popping up as page not found. Huh? Acha, Arpita, just do one thing. Go to rachanaranade.com. Okay, rachanaranade.com. And once you go there, it will automatically pop up. Finance for Teens will be able to enroll. Are baapre. The way you are going, you are a candidate for Padma Shri in few years. Mark my words, the key would be the local language series, man. Thank you. Of course, not working with an intent to get anything like that. Just trying my level best to reach out to more and more people who may have a language barrier about English, and that's the whole and sole purpose, to reach out to people, especially in tier 2, tier 3 cities, because I know what is the case in Maharashtra. Like those who are from tier 2, tier 3 cities, they may understand English, but the moment I switch to Marathi, they're like, oh, I understand this better. The comfort level goes to a where a level. Tamil people out here, correct na? The the understanding, the confidence goes to where a level, next level. Okay, so that is the whole intent why I'm trying to dub it in local languages, and I hope people take full benefit of this as well. Right. Ha, chalo, last one question. So your old video on analysis of HDFC AMC at the moment on weekly time frame double bottom form, good to enter. AMC stocks right now. I will show you HDFC AMC. I will take you to the weekly time frame as well. I'll share the screen. Now, if you see here, it's like a downfall, and at the end of the downfall, you can see, hopefully at the end of the downfall, you can see 1, 2, and this double bottom is being formed. Okay, if this is formed, if this is broken out, then ideally, as per the double bottom formation pattern, somewhere around this level, which is so close to the pivot level, which is around 2145 or 2200. That could be a better way to enter, better level to enter. But right now, second point to look at it, second way to look at it could be, ideally this double bottom will be formed, right? Then why not enter at this level? So maybe a small chunk, if you feel confident about it, a small chunk may be entered at this level, and then up at this level. Again, not a stock advice, obviously, but I'm telling you based on technical analysis, ideally the double bottom will be completed, and pivot level could be touched. So definitely, yes, you can have a look at it. All right. Oh, is MRF still worth holding for higher level? It's like a family asset since 2001. Keep it. Keep it. It's an amazing one. Are I don't understand this. Akka Kaye Vecha. Is it how are you? Kaye Vecha. Ideally, I feel it's like, sister, how are you? But I'm not sure. Okay. Chalo, I think that is it from my side today. It was fun. And I'll see you on the next Thursday. Next Thursday will be on the 1st of June. Kya baat hai? We're almost midway in this year. June, we are starting off. Acha, Rajnikant dialogue. Oh, okay. All right, all right. So I'll see you on the 1st of June, and hopefully with much more information. And till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.